As you can see, we have begun to move. Thank you so much for waiting. Please have your tickets out and ready. Sit back and relax and enjoy your journey to the White Pass Summit.
That way we can do crack the whip. Train and bus, train, tickets, please.
Skagway, originally known by its native Tlingit inhabitants as Skagwa or Windy Place, was used by Chilkoot and Chilkats for hunting and fishing. However, the hunting and fishing industry changed when the White Pass was traversed by Canada's Captain William Moore and his Tlingit guide Scoopin Jin in 1887. Gold was discovered 600 miles away along the Klondike River in 1896. Jefferson Smith was a gangster and con artist from the high hills of Colorado. In Skagway's history as Sophie Smith because of his most famous cemetery. The inscription reads, "He gave his life for the honor of Skagway. As with Sophie and Reed, here lies the end of our story." At this point, I will be setting down the microphone to allow Seth and Trevor to make their way through the cars to introduce themselves, and to allow the conductor and brakeman to collect all tickets. I will be taking the microphone back up at mile 5.8 on those rail maps as we approach Denver Glacier Bridge. So again,
There we are.
Richard.
Honey, why don't you go in the front and take pictures?
Yeah, he's hard of here.
You will see that you will be traveling on just a narrow shelf of rock blasted out of a sheer cliff wall.
How's everyone doing in here? Good. You see the beautiful view down in town? Did you see your ship? Yours was the second one. There was one on the right. Yours was the second one to the left. So.
You want to start looking sharply down to the left, because in a moment you will start to see the remains of Brackett's toll road. George Brackett was the former mayor of Minneapolis, Minnesota. He and his sons built the first road through here and charged $1 per hiker, $10 per horse and wagon. At one point, Mr. Brackett was making about $1,000 a day in tolls. Of course, those packers who once used weren't pleased with Brackett's attempt to charge them. In retaliation, the travelers tore down his gates and refused to pay. Eventually, White Pass bought this road from Brackett for a large sum of $110,000. In today's dollars, that would be somewhere between 2.5 and 3 million. So don't feel too sorry for Mr. Brackett. Right after you see the sign facing the train that says Brackett's Toll Road, keep looking down to the left the most violent section of the Skagway River, including several whirlpools. Before you get too tempted to go for a swim, remember that these are not the kind of whirlpools you have in your bathtub. These are Class 6 technical rapids which have never been successfully navigated.
It is. That's it. Holy hell. Whoa.
Jim, what do you think that big building is?
I have no idea what building you're talking about.
Power station. It's the highway maintenance road.
Buchanan trained these children up in little suits as young ambassadors, and the experience changed their lives. Out of appreciation to their sponsor, these young ambassadors later came back to read the words you read now on the rock face. On to Alaska with Buchanan. Curve. So on the right, you'll see a trailhead leading up to the Waterways Glacier, where many other hikers.
This city has the ice.
Trying to get her picture.
We're out flying.
You want to have your cameras ready because we are just about to go over Glacier Gorge and that wooden trestle bridge you saw from down below.
Underneath us, guys.
Perfect. That's a good one.
Ice field. You're looking for an off-white color moving around the rock ledges. If you happen to spot one, let everyone with all the cruise ships in town today. That body of water is the Lynn Canal that you may have sailed up on this morning, with a beautiful Mount Harding behind that. Sell to these gold seekers for outrageous prices. The gold seekers were made to believe that having pack animals would make life easier and lighten their load. Unfortunately, most of these horses weren't in any condition to be carrying excessive loads up over these steep mountain passes, especially during the winter time. The trail is twisted and steep, and there are spots where if you or your pack animal took a misstep, it would mean a 500 plunge down to your death.
Coming up.
about to see our famous steel cantilever bridge. When it was constructed in 1901, it was the tallest standing railroad bridge of its kind in the entire world, standing at 215 feet high. Don't worry, we will not be going over this bridge today. It was retired back in 1969. We will be going past it onto a second bridge constructed to take the place of the steel cantilever. As we do so, you will have a great parallel shot of the bridge before we enter our second tunnel of the day. This tunnel is almost 3 times that of the first tunnel, 670 feet long. Again, it is very dark inside, so you may want to take hold of that special someone's hand and take advantage of this tunnel's nickname, Opportunity Tunnel.
Oh, yes, I am.
No, because there's people right there.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that, honey.
I gotta give me a picture.
Making their way up the pass during the gold rush. During the gold rush, an estimated 100,000 souls set out for the gold fields, most traveling either this trail or the White Pass Trail, or the Chilkoot, a 33-mile hike still being made today. Talking about how treacherous these trails were, pioneer Mont Hawthorne hiked both and compared them, saying, "There's no choice. One's hell, the other's damnation." So I guess that means choose your trail at your own risk. At this point, we are just about
The snow has blue inside it. It's kind of like when I landed on that glacier. That's what it looked like. It's all why is it blue?
The animal tracks.
Yeah, look at the animal tracks.
Animal tracks all through there.
What kind of animals are those, babe?
Moose. Or mountain goat, probably, actually.
Good fresh. Rabbits. Yeah, because there's a waterfall right there.
It's stunning.
You don't see it. Of the water.
Oh, yeah.
You'll see that. So hard.
Nasa video kay, paano ba papalit nito?
Sa video ba? Wala naman sa video eh.
Hindi man video yun.
Guys, kitang-kita yan eh. Tignan mo. Ayan kayong dalawang ni ate to.
Like that. All right, there's a flag in.
Five more flags. One in the territory.
Hindi ba?
Australia.
Here's the other flags.
Get your passports out,
There's
guys.
some kind of sign. So they said we're not getting off, so we don't need passports.
Northwest Mounted Police. That's U.S.A. Don't have it.
No, shit. The monument wasn't the actual border.
That's a track to know.
They still do come from all over the world to hike the other trails used during the Gold. why the White Pack and Yukon route was designated an International Historic Civil Engineering Landmark. This means that the very railroad you're riding on today ranks with the Statue of Liberty, the Eiffel Tower, and the Panama Canal. When looking at the bridge, you will notice that there are two beams that make up the main frame that span the gulch here. These structural beams are what make it a cantilever bridge, and the other supporting beams and the other parts of the bridge. Truly, this structure is a work of engineering art. So often, this view right here is called Inspiration Point, and it is truly well named. If you look far into the distance, that mountain range in the back is usually not seen because of the fog, and those are the Chilkoot Mountains. Only for the great view of both sides of the Skagway River, so we will be crossing. This will be your last great view of the train as it curves to the right over the bridge. After the bridge and to the right, you will see two concrete pads that serve as helicopter landing pads. There is a tour you can take where you get flown up via helicopter. It's dropped off here, hike 2 miles up to the beautiful Lawton Glacier, and catch the train for your ride back down into Skagway.
Center Bridge, milepost 5.8. We will be crossing over the East Fork of the Skagway River. And this time will be your last chance to get that great view of our train as it makes a curve to the right. Also on your left, you'll see the red caboose donated from White Pass to the Forest Service.